would say, is it that? Yeah, I wouldn't say hundreds, like it's 200 or 300 songs.
Yeah. Okay.
But I probably have a solid, because I got so many projects. Okay, so like from high school, right?
Yeah.
When I was 17, I had dropped Chalk Zone. And Chalk Zone was like really popular in the throughout the hallways.
Yeah.
And it also gave me like a good bit of notoriety as well. Like the first song I did on it was it was a freestyle, or like a, I guess a freestyle you can call it, over this artist named XXYYXX.
Okay.
So I found the beat and I did that song, and it's called Saturday.
Yeah.
Probably one of my most popular songs I made. And that whole project just, Chalk Zone was the one, right? But after that I was like, okay, the next project I'll do, I'm gonna call it Spare Time. And Spare Time was compiled of, I think I had at the time 10 to 11 records. Then of course, because I didn't have equipment, I didn't have any dependable, reliable people to work with. All the people I was working with at the time was either trying to get over on me, take advantage of me,
Yeah.
or they just weren't dependable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I was really fucked up after that, because I ain't really, there was no way of trying to get this stuff out. So I just kept writing. And I made so many fucking songs, bro. Like, so Spare Time was supposed to be the follow-up to Chalk Zone.
Okay.
After Spare Time was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a whole EP before Spare Time of just me on boom bap beats, and I'm gonna call it Have a Seat on the Curb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, you in the mountain. Oh, I know, me being from the mountain, sitting on the curb, you see everything that happened in the hood.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on in the streets. You hear the sirens, helicopters.
You see a body sometimes.
You see, you know what I'm saying? Really, no, for real. Like, you see a whole bunch of wild shit going on, for real. So like, I was gonna take that time to really just speak on that as a youth, you know what I'm saying, in my teens.
Yeah.
So I think I had 6 songs then, which is where it's a song that's on my SoundCloud called Kablam that I did, which is again one of my favorite records I ever made. And that was gonna be like on the project, but then that, of course I'm still in the same position, still trying to find somebody reliable to work with. That's all I did. I just kept writing, so I'm making songs, making more songs. And I'll play records for the homies, and homies would be like, yo, when you gonna drop this shit, nigga? I'm like, nigga, I gotta get it mixed properly. I gotta make sure I can
shit independent artists.
do all of that, man. As a nigga with nothing.
Yeah.
I have absolutely nothing, bro. I have nothing at all but just the raps and the beats that I hear online and shit like that. So now this is circa 2013, 2014, around that range where all this was going on with Spare Time and Having Sit on the Curb. So then after that, I'm getting older, right? I'm like, I'm turning like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
So now I'm in college, and I'm like, yo, I'll do a project called Gone Till Tomorrow. But when I got to college, before the whole idea of Gone Till Tomorrow came about, nigga, look, my strap coming down, I feel like a bad bitch, nigga, don't chill out. Alright, I'm in college now. When I got to college, one of the dudes I used to make music with prior that I had a falling out with was a part of this organization called Couture.
Yeah.
And of course, prior to getting to college, or even getting to a larger city where there's a plethora of other artists that also kind of do the same thing that you do, but just in a different way,
Yeah.
you're the only person that you're hearing. So it's like, or you're the only person that's hearing yourself, really.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing myself rapping all this shit, and I'm like, yo, I'm ill, I'm dope, I'm sick, whatever. And I'm building some confidence, developing my ego. And I get out there to college, and I go trial for Couture. And when I begin to immerse myself with these other artists, I'm like, maybe I'm not as ill as I thought. Dog, there was a dude named, his rap name, or his Couture name, because in Couture we get different like stage names, shit like that.
Yeah.
Nigga's stage name was Barmageddon, my nigga. What do you do with that?
You can't, bro. It's nothing.
What do you do with that, bro? Like,
yeah, it's nothing.
so when you have this guy, right? Street rapper, crazy bars, very aggressive, very unique style. You got him. You got another dude by the name of T. Which is his real name, of course. You got another dude named KQ. good friend of mine. Bro is from California. So his rap style is laid back, but it's like in a hybrid form, because it's very Far Side-esque, but just a lot more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So you got him with Bro, and then you also got this other nigga named Prodigy. Now Prodigy is a spoken wordsman. You know what I'm saying? So he does spoken word, but he also raps.
Yeah.
This nigga is like a god when it comes to like wordplay and like just putting things together to convey a meaning. And it was just like, man, bro, like being in that environment I gotta step my game up.
Yeah.
I gotta be better than these niggas, if not just as good. You know what I'm saying? So like doing the whole training process that they had us doing, like running around the whole campus, yelling out lyrics at the top of our lungs to get our cardio and shit up. Or like they would have us pick three of our own records, right? And they would have us bounce back and forth between the 3 records. So when you rapping your first record, wherever you stopped on that one, you start on the next one. And when they tell you to stop and go back to the first one, you got to pick up where you left off on the last one. You know what I'm saying? So like that, we were going through that kind of training and whatnot, and I ended up becoming like the head coordinator of Couture before I fucking flunked out of college, because I had too much real life shit going on, and it was distracting me from the whole academic experience.
Yeah.
And man, I was gonna drop a project during that time called Gone Till Tomorrow. And so when Gone Till Tomorrow came about, it was like an amalgamation of everything else that I've been working on, but just with a whole new texture, a whole new flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And different artists, different beats now that I'm working with. And yeah, man, just sitting here thinking, bro, like I probably made, man, so many records, bro. That's not even, we talking just for myself. Like we're not even counting the random nights I've been in obscure ass locations just giving niggas verses. You know what I'm saying? Verses I'll never ever hear again now, because ain't no telling what the fuck happened to them tracks. But man, yeah, bro. And even now, we talking about then, nigga, the records I got now. Like I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
So I've been, you go from 18, 19 to like 25. The amount of music that I have now with like New Age Fable is just, because you know it used to be Fable.
Yeah.
Now it's Feible.
Yeah.
So like this new Fable is like the records that I have, the things I've been working on, the beats that I've made, that I've actually made songs to now. Just like, it's so much, dog. It's so much, and I'm really still extremely adamant on putting all that shit out.
I think you should, Buster.
I think so too.
Ain't a reason to wait, fam.
I think so too,
Ain't
man.
no time like the present, cuz.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Up my way, then I switch routes. Walk on clouds when I dismount.
All hoes mad cause they missed out.
Like folks get bought with their hands down.
So shit.
Going on my waist now. Y'all be talking like you know what you talking about. Gotta left me with an angel in a haunted house. It's crazy how we on it, it's crazy how we on it. Fuck your opinion on me, your opinion
Yeah,
on
I'm
me.
just the crowd when I agree.
The crowd when I agree. Not losing no sleep. Get the pack, sit back in our thing. This water so cool and so mean. Still got a few tricks on my side, you tricks on my stand. So fresh, so clean, so fresh, so clean. Standing on top, what? Folk telling me to calm down.
It's ridiculous. So many records that if I would have dropped back, well, no, because I listen back to those records now, and I'm like, they're good songs in theory,
Yeah.
but they weren't. Nigga, what? I'm about to run that bitch.
Made it anyway, cuz.
Yeah. It's they're good records in theory, but like they weren't where they would be today. If Me Today got a hold of, well, since Me Today is able to get a hold of the records of yesterday, I'm able to better like update and structure them a lot better with the knowledge that I have now compared to where I was then. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of days, or have I gone insane as I've been social distancing? Maintain the vacancy, fuck corrupted agencies, get all of those in question injected with disinfectant spray. Woo. Cold rocks, martinis at business meetings, check my Twitter feed was trending this evening. Just a lot of nothing's going on. Spend way too much time on my phone. Fear of missing out. I'm always trying to be the first to know. Impulsive and irrational. Reblog another Tumblr post. Be careful not to lose control. My image is self-imposed. The flow is impeccable. The future remains unknown. I hope she FaceTime me tonight and take off all her clothes. Trying to catch her all exposed like the common cold. Just to keep my mind off what's going on across the globe. I wish I had a hit a hole, but she's digital. But I've been tightening up my skills, attracting mass appeal. Yeah, I've been getting busy since I've been at home. The project's almost here, my birthday's coming up. Every day's a celebration, so tonight the drinks on us. Ain't no guarantee you'll make it. Make sure I'm having fun until my work here is done and I ascend into the sun. One.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gone. Not today. Leave me alone. I need a break. I might explode. I'm burning sage. Protect my soul. Try calling God. Left me on hold. Stay out my face. Okay. It's a one when I'm inside. She got a coochie cold. I went skiing in that coochie. I hit the coochie slow. I went partying in that coochie.
I remember this shit.
Some ice cream. It's a coochie flow. That coochie taught me a lesson. I'm reading coochie.
Camera, photo, okay. Timer. How we do that shit last time? Like that?
Yep.
Clock. Hit that. Okay. I got them overalls. Wearing overalls. Niggas wearing overalls. And they Roy's. Corduroys. I'm wearing corduroy overalls. Corduroy overalls. These is already late. Lotto, if you're seeing this, fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. I fuck with Lotto. SZA, Solana. Who else? Zendaya cool. Shout out Zendaya. Patti LaBelle. Miss Patty. Fuck with
Miss Patty.
Miss Patty. Fuck with you. Fuck with you. Who else?
You said Miss Patty.
Get some of them pies, you know what I'm talking about. Give me some of them pies, Patty. Oh, my nigga Fable is so fly. How fly is he? He's so fly that when he get in water, he don't get wet. Water get Fable.
Let's have 30 minutes of free time, bro. My buddy's coming. He's coming. I think he's gonna tell us.
Oh, y'all closed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Appreciate that, boss man. Yes, sir.
You ever stuck your finger in a Venus flytrap?
Nah.
Me either.
What was the point of that question?
It just looked like something that'd be like fun to do. Like,
Okay.
you remember being a kid and was like, damn,
I wonder what that feels like from the fly.
I wonder what it's like to put a fork in an outlet.
Nah, I never.
You never?
It never was. Sorry, I don't know.
You ever been a kid and been like, damn, I wonder what this Play-Doh tastes like?
Okay, yeah, that I can admit to. That I can admit to.
We both got on overalls, nigga.
Overalls are wearing.
Yes,
There you
absolutely.
go. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and as do you. Thank you. Goddamn
See,
the
bro, I'm telling you,
overalls,
son.
nigga, the Roy's, nigga, I told you. I got on corduroys. Wearing overalls.
Hey, that's good. I got that cap.
They said how you was doing. I said overall, I'm doing great. New record, Overalls
There
by
you go.
Fable. Will be on all streaming platforms,
Soon.
DSPs, all that.
Be on the lookout.
Podcasts, all that. You hear Overalls.
How you doing, boss?
It'll be a 5-hour podcast, just me saying overalls. I'm wearing. Now it's stuck in my. It was a joke at first. Now it's stuck in my head.
What I tell you? Hey, I told you it's gonna suck your head, nobody here, no dog. I told you.
My mind about this. What's some advice I could give the kids out there?
Stay in school.
Stay in school. Yeah. But if you're gonna stay in school, man, like, don't rely on school to raise you, but like help develop who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like the experiences are what gonna help develop who you are. But the schooling itself, it's just we go this way. It's just an institution that is just put there in place to kind of help tweak the way your brain responds as far as like the curriculum and what they're telling you. A lot of beneficial things you can gain from that, like the stuff you learn from the textbook. But all in all, man, don't just spend your time sitting in there thinking that that's gonna be your saving grace. The world is huge, bro. There's a lot more stuff out here you gotta get yourself immersed in before you can become as informed as you think you're becoming.
There you go.
For real. If I had somebody, but then again, if I was a kid and I had somebody tell me like about, yo, when you get out here in the real world, it's completely different. It wouldn't have made sense to me then because I don't understand what you mean by completely different.
Because I ain't never experienced it.
I ain't never experienced that.
There you go.
But being here now, like actually being a part of the world outside of an institution,
Yeah.
you see that you don't understand it until you become a part of it. So you actually got to get yourself in it, and that's for anything. Anything that you're trying to do, you got to get your feet wet, bro. Just do that shit. Just do it. Don't think about it. Yo, I want to be the best tennis player on this side of the Mississippi. You want to do that shit, bro? Don't think about what kind of rack you need. Don't think about how short your shorts need to be. Don't think about no headband, none of that shit, bro. Just do it, bro.
There you go.
You gotta get in there before you can understand that shit. In order for you to understand that shit for real. Nigga, I'm wearing corduroys, nigga. I'm wearing corduroy overalls, nigga. You think I playing one day? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give me some corduroy overalls and see what this like. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, nigga, I just threw on a pair of motherfucking corduroy overalls and I'm living it. Cause I'm wearing overalls, nigga. I'm wearing overalls. Niggas wearing overalls. You ever been somewhere where it was so hot outside that your drink stopped sweating?
That's how you know that shit flat and hot.
Your drink stop sweating, nigga. That is crazy, boy. Your drink like, bro, I'm so hot, bro, I can't even sweat no more, boy.
No more condensation.
You ain't got no more condensation, boy. I need some electrolytes. Nigga, you got the electrolytes. When it comes to starting something, it's sometimes a lot of us are biting off more than we can chew because we don't really know what it is that we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
And it's back to what I was saying about like really immersing yourself in something in order to truly understand it. Because once you get in it, it's like, oh wow, so this is gonna require not only X, Y, and Z, but all the other letters as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of us in our earlier years kind of like not fall off, but kind of get, I guess, sidetracked a bit.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. And oftentimes that kind of hinders us in our development because either we convince ourselves that we're not good enough to embark on this journey, or we just decide that, we just decide it's not worth the work and effort. Because, oh, if I gotta do all this, yeah, I've seen other people do it. I know all these companies that do this kind of thing, but who am I? You know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous place to be in. That's why it's important to be around like-minded people or people that really just, people that just really want to see you win. People that want to see you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
This is a very miserable world, bro, and a lot of people just, they drown themselves in it. Like they're so comfortable in misery that they want to see other people in misery as well. And it's a dangerous place to be in. It's a dangerous circle to be around. Because shit, I had homies growing up where we've kind of all wanted to do the same thing, or we all wanted to do something similar to get us to the same end goal. But once they hit that moment of being like, oh man, this is a bit much, then it was like, it kind of like caused them to breed resentment for like me and like other friends. Because it's like, I think it's too much for me, but you think you can do it. So now it's like, I'm better than this nigga. How come he think he can do it, but I don't feel like I can do it? I don't feel like it's working. Boy, it breeds for a lot of turmoil in the end, man.
Yeah.
It really does. That's why you gotta be headstrong, guys. That's for real. You gotta be focused. You gotta have enough belief in yourself to where nobody else's disbelief can deter you from the path at hand, man.
Yep.
For real, bro. Because it happens, my nigga. It happens. It happens. It's been plenty of nights I got home and wanted to cook. I ain't believe in myself enough, brother. I ain't believe in myself enough to get this meal done in time. So you know what I did? I ate sleep for dinner.
Sound about right.
I ate sleep for dinner, nigga. I dreamt of a bread sandwich. No meat, no condiments, no nothing. I just wanted a bread sandwich, my nigga. And that's where my disbelief landed me. My disbelief landed me on a bread sandwich, nigga. I had all the ingredients in the fridge. I'm wearing overalls. Man, you know what, bro? I know things won't always sweet for like the coloreds in America.
Yeah.
But if we could go back to a time we could wear fancy hats like that, nigga.
With the flower on
With
the
the
side.
with the Gucci neck warmer, nigga. What? Shit, what?
Yeah.
But she like the way I diddy bop. You peep that? Is this like a side mission? Like, we gotta go through the rings to get the points.
Playing GTA racing style, bro. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit, back in my day, we would play Jack and Daxter. Yeah, when the PS2 was
There
out.
you go.
Big, thick PS2.
Like motherfucking Ratchet and Clank.
I was just about to say that
You know what I'm
next.
saying? I'm playing Battlefront, you know?
Man. So I'm like, I need something else to do. Like, I'm not stimulated from all of this. So me and a couple of the other homies, we get up and decide to go for a walk. So we walking around here, and the hookah lounge is probably like a block away, actually.
Yeah.
So we decided to go for a walk, and we ended up over here. So we get over here, and we're walking around, and we just see these steps coming down here. So niggas was like, where do the steps lead? But what type of mysterious world is this? So it's probably like 11 at night. The lights are on down here. It's nobody out here, and it's pitch black. So we come down here, bro, and we see a fucking garden dog. We see well, not a garden dog, but we see a garden. There was a comma between the garden and the dog. We see a garden out here, bro. And it's like, yo, where did we end up? We see the garden, and then I'll show you. Come on, guys. We come down here on these steep ass steps. And we come to like this magical oasis. We go this way. And when we came this way, we're still walking not knowing. But we're just trying to really gauge where it is that we are. Because no one has ever been out here before. Not from, the group of people that we came out here with. So we walking through here, bro, and we get around this corner. And when we get around the corner, something just tells us to look up. And when we looked up and we saw like the top of the trees, bro, I kid you not, it was like 1,000,000 fireflies, bro, just up dancing at the top of it.
That's actually pretty dope.
It was ridiculous. It was magical, bro. Like I can't even. It's like some shit you would see in a dream, dog. Like we were standing right here, everybody sitting here cooling, whatever the case, looking around, and we look up, bro, and just dancing across the trees up here was. I mean, you would not believe your eyes with 10 million fireflies. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, bro. It was so crazy, man. And man, it was a beautiful time. It's just something about being around nature, you know what I'm saying? Just being one with the home, the original home. It's just something special.
Voodoo priestess, wicked sorceress, knows her origins. Metanoia wears the soil that bred your darkened skin. Egyptian heritage, hieroglyphs of Sumerians. They tell the tale again, reincarnate benevolence, queen. Your warm lips encompassed around my fingertips. My palm placed facing your lower abdomen. Earth angel, there's temptations that I'm battling. Having you straddling while I'm lost at sea with nothing to paddle with.